Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, the educators, Paradari campus, Gujarat. Dear students of class 6, it's English class and we are going to read our third unit, part 2. So open your books, page number 31. Third paragraph is, I nodded, who knows? What I meant was that the hills around us held no signs of habitation, not even a lone hut. Now, I nodded mean the movement of head, raise or lower. यानी सर को हिलाना ना, उसने हाँ में सर हिलाया. And habitation mean living place or home, house. So there was no even a single hut or house. So the area was simply too dry and rocky for farming or grazing sheep. So where could we hope to find water? We climbed 2 more hills in the scorching mid-afternoon heat. 2 more hills we climbed and the heat was too much hot. Chhattar Plain now seemed much closer, but there was still 1 more hill standing solidly between us. यानी अभी भी छतर प्लेन लग रहा था कि इट इज़ वेरी क्लोज टू अस, लेकिन उसमें क्या है, एक हिल अभी और भी है जिसको हमने भी क्लाइंब करना है. Mercifully, the soil was less sandy and offered a better foothold. Foothold mean यानी पाँव रखने के लिए जो हिल की जो स्लोप है वहाँ पे सैंडी एरिया है सारा, जिसकी वजह से हमें आसानी से हमें चढ़ने में हेल्प हो गई. वी वर मूविंग इनटू अ बेल्ट ऑफ ग्रासी स्लोप्स एंड rhododendrons. Now these are flower names. Here you can see the picture of these flowers that mostly we can see in hilly areas. The top of the next hill was covered with the blazing red flowers of rhododendrons. Now blazing mean, due to the color of these flowers, blazing here mean fiery or burning. So below the line of trees, the hill rolled down in a gentle slope. Asad and I braced ourselves to climb up. Braced ourselves यानी एक दूसरे को हमने गले लगा लिया और हम पहाड़ी पर चढ़ना शुरू हो गए. The last 2 aloo parathas were gone and hunger gnawed at our insides. Now gnawed mean bite. The hunger was biting in ourselves, and besides we were very, very tired, but there was no choice. We had to keep going. Asad walked a few steps ahead of me. At 14, he was 2 years older than me and always in command. यानी वो असद जो है वो मुझसे सिर्फ 2 साल बड़ा है, but all the time he shows command to me. Suddenly he stopped and raised a finger to his lips. I can hear a sound among those trees, he said in a whisper. I stopped and listened, but there was silence all around. We waited for a bit and began to climb again. Soon we had entered the canopy of rhododendrons. It was dark under the trees, and it was then that I also heard the sound. It was like someone walking on dead leaves. Once or twice I thought I even heard a twig snap. Now twig snap means sudden or sharp cracking sound of something. Yasir, said Asad hoarsely. Hoarsely here mean in a very rough and harsh way. There's some animal among the trees, and it is probably stalking us. Now stalking mean he's following us. It was then that I remembered something that our father has told us. He had said, if you suspect that you are being followed by a wild animal, never break into a run. You will only hasten the charge. Now hasten, it's actually the synonym of hurry. Hurry and hasten are synonyms, so it means to move at a very high speed. I told Asad this and he nodded. Now I am reading on page number 32. With a tremendous effort, tremendous means extreme effort, we kept our pace down, and though our senses were at fever pitch. Now, in a very great effort, we kept our pace down. Pace down means we took regular steps, although we were in very very strong emotions. So sweat poured down our bodies, and every now and then we turned our heads in panic to see what was coming. यानी पसीने से हम बिल्कुल शराबूर हो चुके थे, लेकिन फिर भी हमने पैनिक में पीछे मुड़ के देखा कि क्या आ रहा है. But we kept going till we had cleared the patch of rhododendrons. लेकिन उस वक्त तक हम चलते रहे जब तक वो एरिया जो है हमने क्रॉस नहीं कर लिया. Just as we came within hailing distance of the first houses of Chhattar Plain, I turned around. Okay, when we came very near to our Chhattar Plain. Now hailing means greeting or welcome. When we reached very near to our Chhattar Plain, then at that time we turned around and I scanned the patch of rhododendrons. The trees stood dark and silent, brooding in the light of the setting sun. Now brooding means when I saw around, so everything was stood in dark, like trees, they were in dark and they were looking very silent in the light of setting sun. Now here brooding means covering, and that was covering the light of the setting sun. Suddenly Asad clutched my arm. A dark shadow was coming down one of the trees. It reached the ground and we realized that it was a bear. Back home, we learned that the flowers of the rhododendrons are rich in nectar. So, bears often climb up the trees to make a meal of the flowers. यानी वो जो फूल है ना रोडोडेंड्रन्स के, उसका जो नेक्टर होता है, उसका जो जूस होता है, वो बेयर्स को बड़ा पसंद होता है. ठीक है, तो वो लेने के लिए वो हिल्स के ऊपर चढ़ते हैं बेयर्स. तो वहाँ से कोई बेयर उतर रहा था जो इनके पीछे, इनको लगा कि इनके पीछे आ रहा है. What a lucky escape we had, and what a super story we got to telling the boys back at school. Okay, dear students, now read the story once again with the help of this video so that you can easily solve the objective part of your paper. Allah Hafiz.